Play Brandy, She's a Fine Girl.
On Spotify.
She's a fine girl.
Pause champ.
The band's called...
Yes.
Why does
Here it goes!
Rob, if you're going to record a thing, this would be it.
Dude, I already started recording. Don't worry.
It's starting. If it ever... See, you turn it down.
Turn it up. Rob, whatever you say on the podcast, you are drunk as shit right now.
The Lads AM Podcast, a show for those late night ramblings you only get when the rest of the world is asleep. This show is available in both podcast and Let's Play form. Check out our social media to find out how to listen the way you want to. Tonight, we are playing Power Wash Simulator, but with 4 people this time. You think it'd make it go faster?
Oh, hey, Fanning.
Oh.
Hey, Fanning. Look at that, doesn't that brick building look pretty sus?
Oh, the misery.
Oh, the misery. Everybody wants to be my enemy.
Sorry. Everybody wants to see my enemy.
Alright, I'm back.
Ah, my masterpiece.
No, that's really funny. It doesn't just say shit.
Oh.
They're shooting each other, man.
Oh yeah, Fanning, that's another thing to know. Disconnects happen in this game,
Oh, yeah.
which unfortunately means that there are going to be times potentially where you clean a bunch of shit and then realize it didn't count.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
you can, Fanning,
Okay,
the
can we
one
start
way to
cleaning?
know if you're in the game is if you can spray someone and they are getting moved by it, or you are
Or-
moved by someone else, then you're good.
Or if they're not moving at all.
yeah, or if people are not moving or like doing something weird.
Also,
So like, every once in a while spray someone.
yeah.
but yeah,
And then very,
let's
very
keep going.
important button is to hit tab. Right now, it should just look like a
Oh,
big
yeah.
flashbang of orange.
yeah.
That will tell you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually
That'll show me. Yeah, or the other days. I saw
as
that.
well,
I read
so
the
thank you for
tutorial.
the reminder.
No problem. That's what I'm here
It's been a
for.
hot minute since we played this game.
It's been a hot minute. You guys want to hear something a resident said at work to me today?
Ooh,
not
yes.
It's not racist.
Oh,
And it's also the resident I talk about a lot because they're my favorite resident.
Okay.
Yeah, that one.
It's your favorite
it was
resident,
really
that one.
funny. He was looking at the menus that we have posted outside the dining room,
Mhm.
and he was looking at I think it was like Polish, like pork sausage or something for dinner.
Like a Polish sausage, maybe.
Yeah, I think it may have been Polish
Like
sausage.
the kielbasi.
Yeah. And he was looking at that, and he was telling me that he wanted that, and I said, no, that's dinner. We're having lunch right now, and I pointed him at the dinner menu, and then he kind of like looked at it, realized his mistake, but instead of just saying that, he basically said like, but if I die right now,
Oh, no.
I'll never get the Polish sausage, and I'm like, dude, you're right. I have no comeback for that.
No.
Now he's just gonna pull that every time he doesn't get what he wants.
He was like,
But if I died right now,
I would never get the Polish sausage. I'm like I've never had a better argument. Never heard a better argument. You're 100% right. You would not get the Polish sausage. Because some of the residents do genuinely look like when I'm cooking dinner, I just throw away the lunch and breakfast menus. Because some of them will actually like look and be like, I want that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, you have dementia. You can't, it's not lunchtime now.
I want the omelet.
I want breakfast. Like, bitch, it's dark outside. What do you want? Yeah.
Well, that doesn't mean
those
too
are-
much this time of the year. It's
True.
just always dark.
True. Just like my soul, it's always dark.
Yeah.
I like the winter, man. Did I finally start my?
Oh, did you finally start your emo
maybe.
phase?
I have been listening to emo music.
Oh,
I've been listening to
Oh my god, it's the start of his emo
Midwest
phase.
which is weird because that's the type of music my roommates listened to in college, and I never had interest in it. I didn't really like it. It's very much like, I hate this town. I'd want to leave. It's very much that. Like, I think the band that most people know is American Football is the name of the band.
No,
You've heard
that's a sport.
No, you're right. It is also a sport. But American football, I think it's American football. Like, if you ever seen the meme of the house with like the window, I'll show you at some point.
The house with the window. That's a
Look, if you know the album cover I'm talking about, you would get it immediately.
Well, I probably don't. Then.
You definitely don't. But it was a meme format similar to the Weezer one, where it'd be like just find instead because it was someone was at the actual house from the picture, and they were just filming around, and you're like, hey, wait, isn't that? And then it like freeze frames right on the where the album cover is, and it starts playing like the opening riff to the song.
Nice.
Yeah. Look,
So it's literally just like the Buddy Holly one.
My girl.
Just looked it up. Don't know it.
You don't.
Oh, if Dustin doesn't know it, then I don't.
If Dustin doesn't know it, it's not real.
I wouldn't go that far.
Doesn't
Yet.
exist. Not does yet.
Yeah.
Doesn't exist. Does not exist.
Doesn't
That
exist.
being said, Matt, you talking about what a resident said at work today?
Oh.
Can you remember what a kid said to me at work today?
Well, if I died right now,
Oh, it's
I would
not
never
racist.
get. I would never get
No.
the Friday
Gosh.
pizza.
But
I would never-
it was food related. So I look up because I'm not like watching them like a hawk because for the most part it was a good class.
Mhm.
And there are these two kids who are getting a little rowdy, and I'm like, "What is going on?" And one of them's like, "He took my Jolly Ranchers."
Wow.
I'm like, "Whatever, give them back." So the kid gives back all of them except for one.
Oh,
And I noticed this, but I'm not going to say anything because I don't need to add to this. But the other kid immediately, both figuratively and literally, jumps on the kid. And it's like, I know you have one Jolly Rancher.
I counted.
I'm about to react to that, but then the kid who jumped on said, "You don't understand. I'm a fat kid. You don't hide food from a fat kid."
Yeah.
And I had
Dude.
to turn away because I have to stop myself from just laughing. I'm like, I'm not
Dude.
teaching a substitute teaching, and I'm not. I don't know how to respond to that. I mean, no
That's
offense to the kid, but he was a little overweight. But like, I guess he owned it.
I have a question. When kids are acting up or kids are being a little bit rambunctious, do you respond? Do you respond with like what's the attitude you respond with?
It
Like, are
very
you,
much depends on exactly the way that they're acting up and the grade level and how many times I already told them to knock it off.
Okay.
If it's like this class has been behaving the whole time, this is the first time I had to talk to them, then usually I kind of joke around with them a little, and I'm just like, that being said, let's not do that. If it's like the 20th time that I had to tell these two kids to stop jumping on each other, then I'm going to be very stern.
Okay. Because my first instinct is to be like, just go up to them and be like, guys, what are you doing? Come on.
That's very much my reaction about the 6th or 7th time it happens. First
that'll
time
be
it happens, I'm just like, friendly reminder, let's not be doing this.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, it's hard. You can't make a blanket rule in substitute teaching because every situation is very unique. And it gets tricky very quickly.
Tricky.
I was actually thinking the other day, I don't know what brought me thinking to it. I was wondering, is there any sort of format you have to follow when you leave the real teacher the note for the next day or whatever? Or you can pretty much write anything as long as it's appropriate?
So the only thing that we're given a sheet of paper. The top left of it has the assignment that we're given. So it'll have the teacher name that you're covering, the grade, what class it is, stuff like that.
Mhm.
And then there's a bunch of columns to fill out information. So what you do is in the first column, you would list out which period it is.
Yep.
So at the middle school, the periods are by letters. So it'd be like either A block or B block or whatever. The next thing is a notes column, which I think what it's supposed to be for is like just general notes to tell the teacher, but for the most part, I almost never fill that out.
Sure.
The only time I ever really fill that out is if the teacher is like, hey, I'm going to have them do this assignment on their Chromebooks. And I get to leave a note saying, hey, there was no assignment on their Chromebooks. Which happens more often than you would think.
Fair. Yeah.
The next column is just to list absent students, anyone who's not there. And then the final column is just labeled behavior. And you put any behavior issues. But it's really up to the sub to determine what's worth writing and what's not worth writing. 99% of the time, what I end up writing is literally just the word fine, or mostly fine, or little loud, but otherwise fine. Usually it's no more than like 5 sentences.
Okay.
If there's like a specific kid who's giving me issues, then I'll make a note of it, but like...
Larry, Paul, and Tony.
Yes. But like there are other times where I have to leave so much notes that I literally just write "see back of page."
Yo.
Like I had one class this week where 6 of the boys were listening so poorly that I literally had to call the associate principal in.
Oh, shit.
And not only that, but halfway through the associate principal talking to the class, it became apparent this is far from the first time that he has been called to that room. And it's like, so this is a known issue. So okay. That's also a weird class though, because they haven't had their normal teacher since like November. Paternity leave, actually.
Maternity leave or something else?
Sexist.
Ah.
I don't think that's sexist.
I think that's the opposite.
Yeah. So they had a long-term sub for a while, but then he extended his leave. But their long-term sub couldn't continue. So now, for the next month or so, me and another substitute are filling in for that teacher.
Nice.
But it's an exploratory class, and the quarter ends today, which means that misbehaving class no longer exists. And instead, I get to find out what happens on Monday or Tuesday when I see them. And we get to see how well behaved some of these classes are.
I remember I had 3 history teachers one time, my sophomore year. Because we started with one teacher at the beginning of the year.
Oh,
and then he quit the next day. So we had a new guy. And then after the first semester, they moved him from that class, I guess. So then we had a third teacher for the second half of the year.
Well, it's there was a weird situation at the school near the beginning of the year where they have 2 health teachers, one male, one female. And the female health teacher was going to be away the entire year. So they hired a long-term substitute. But I guess the long-term sub wasn't available the first week of school. So the school said, no problem. And I basically was their teacher for the first week of school. Okay? Long-term sub comes in, stays for 4 days and quits.
Oh, no.
So then me and a bunch of other subs became their teacher for the next 3 weeks. Until they finally got another teacher.
Damn.
So yeah, that was a weird situation.
Do you know why she quit?
From my understanding, it was because she got a job opportunity as a permanent teacher.
Oh, okay.
And, that's a totally valid yeah, that's absolutely valid. It's just
Valid.
unfortunate. However, that's like third or fourth handed down information, so I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I saw something on Twitter the other day. Maybe yesterday, I don't remember.
Yeah.
I almost regret it because of all the arguing we had last episode, so I
Oh
didn't want
my
to bring it up.
goodness.
On the other hand, I feel like it could be a good conversation.
Go for
Oh
it.
no. Okay, well me and Matt, we're playing a nice calming game where I don't have to worry about being hit by every vehicle in Europe.
All right.
So go on.
So the tweet is, it was a poll.
Okay.
Settle a bet. Is 4 hours a nap or sleeping?
4 hours?
4 hours. Is it
All
a
right,
nap or
I know
sleeping?
my answer, but I
4
want to hear what you all
hours.
say first.
I'm gonna personally, I believe that is sleeping.
I
Matt?
said the same thing. I feel like it's sleeping.
4 hours?
4
Yeah.
hours.
That's sleeping.
All right, so here's my answer. You
Yeah.
ready?
Mhm.
I would almost say it depends on the time of day.
Oh my god, I saw a bunch of people in the comments saying that as well. And I thought that was so weird.
Well,
If you're taking
like if you're sleeping from 3 a.m. to 7 a.m., I don't see any way you could argue that that's a nap.
Right.
that's just unfortunate. That's just an unfortunate amount of sleep you're getting.
But if you're sleeping from like 1 in the afternoon to 5 in the afternoon,
Yeah.
I still think that's sleeping.
look, this is
Yes.
what I will say. If you want
Is
me
that
to
you?
say, if you want me to choose one or the
I hate
other,
you.
I would choose sleeping over nap.
Right.
But I think it kind of depends on the time of day.
Okay.
But
No, I agree.
yeah, if I had to choose one or the other, I would go sleep. I think at most a nap is like 2.5 hours.
Well,
I'd say maybe 2 hours, but I can agree with 2.5, I think.
I mean, you only need
2 to 2.5.
Well, I mean, you only need half an hour for a short rest, but whatever.
Yeah.
Also, it will when I'm done with it.
World does
Also,
not run on
Dustin and
D&D
Fanning, I
logic.
need you for a quick second. Can you
Speaking
come
of-
over here?
Sure.
Oh,
I need
I'm
you guys
not
for that.
involved. That sucks.
I need you guys for the. I need you guys for the thumbnail.
Why not me?
Well, because Dave, we're closer. I need one of you to stand right here where you're standing, Dustin. You're actually perfect. And then I just need Fanning to stand right here. No, like on the thing. Yeah. And I just need Fanning to be looking at me. And I need Dustin. I want you to like turn like 90 degrees towards Fanning, and then just shoot him in like the side of
shoot
the
him?
head. Yeah.
Right. 3, 2, 1.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Thank you. Back to your regular schedule programming.
Some of the
Back to our
comments
regular scheduled
are kinda
programming.
interesting as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the
One of
master
them-
saying?
Oh yeah, what was the results of the poll?
Oh, the result, 57% said it's just sleep, 43% said that's a 4-hour nap.
That's a
That's a
long
lot
nap.
closer than I would have thought.
That's a long nap.
24.9k views, oh no, wait, that's just views. I hate Twitter now. It's 1,736 votes.
Okay,
some-
so like 1,700. Okay.
Some replies said what Robert said, it's a nap during the day, it's sleep if it's overnight.
Well, I wouldn't say it's an. I
Well, yeah, it's
wouldn't
a lot
necessarily say
sleeping,
it's sleeping overnight though, because if it was like 9 p.m. to 1 a.m., I would say that's a nap.
That's an insane time to take a nap.
Oh, I agree. Insane. But like,
Yeah.
I was gonna say if you work the night shift, then
Yeah, if you work the night shift.
Yeah. If you work, I think you might be able to make an argument that if it's a regular thing, then it's sleep regardless.
Here's the thing. is ultimately, I think, what a nap is so. All right, I'm trying to think of how to phrase this without sounding like an idiot / provoking an argument. In general, people sleep only once a day.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
So
A
if
long
you
rest.
sleep for 8 hours, right?
Yeah.
Wake up for 4 hours and then go back to sleep for 4 hours, I would say you're taking a 4-hour nap. But if you just stayed awake for 16 hours, go to sleep for 4 hours, and then wake up and be up for like 12 hours, then I would say you slept for 4 hours. I was sleeping.
I feel like how it works into your schedule.
I'm starting to think in terms of my nephews, okay? Because they do a lot of napping. They're experts on naps.
Hey, babies don't count. Babies aren't people.
Well, they are. One step
babies-
to the womb, at least.
Hey, babies can't use Twitter.
Do they pay taxes? Do they pay taxes?
Oh my god, get the IRS. There are so many babies.
Then they're
How
not
did
people.
the IRS forget about babies this whole time? Oh god. Guys, I think we just solved the national debt. We just charged the babies. Yo, we just need to
We
okay,
just
how
have to
about
tax
this?
the
How about
babies.
this is how we fix all of the labor shortages in this country, right?
Yeah.
We use
Hire
we
babies
use
for all of it, right?
children to do
Child
labor.
labor.
How do you feel about that?
There are laws against this.
Oh yeah, let's put the kids
My
to
God, I
work.
think
They
we
ain't
found the
doing
best
shit.
idea
What are
ever.
they doing? We need these kids to be doing something so they're not just better at me than Overwatch because they just have so much time.
I know.
Yeah,
No, I
yeah,
should be in
screw
top
that.
500, not these 15-year-old kids.
Screw them kids.
Not really, though.
No.
Oh, Dust.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to say this on the podcast. Wait.
Oh, what the interaction you
Wow.
had earlier?
Yeah. I'll
don't
say
have to.
it because it was 100% innocent.
Okay.
You don't have anything to worry about.
All right,
It-
so Dust,
I can
I'm
attest to
Robert.
that.
we're playing Overwatch, okay?
You're playing Overwatch.
So it's already bad.
And there are people in the game in text chat who are talking about how they like guys and about how Hanzo is awesome or whatever. And at
hot
what
as they said hot as fuck.
Hanzo is hot, yeah, is what they
How
said.
is
They said hot.
Right,
yeah.
they said, I like
They also
men.
they didn't say guys. They say
Isolate
I
that.
like men, and I
Isolate
quoted
that
that
statement.
correctly.
Now,
New ringtone?
at
Yeah,
one point,
isolate it,
one
isolate it.
of them is like, I forget what they said, but they were like, I wish I had a guy or something like that.
Okay.
So, as a joke, I said, dude, want to go out
Ooh.
with Riz?
And I told him specifically to
Riz.
add the with Riz because that's my bet.
To which he immediately responded with, I'm 16.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And so I stopped playing and backpedaled
Yeah.
so fast.
Somebody just said I'm 16 and then Rob the Gamer left the game.
No, he basically was like,
Rob the gamer left the
I'm
game.
sorry, but I'm 16. And I immediately was like, oh, never mind then, obviously.
Well, to be fair, you going
Bro,
AFK
I
to
think
type
we
that
were
out didn't really affect the
losing
team
that
much.
game anyway.
That's why I said to. That's why when you said when you were gonna write that, I told you to just be like, "Hi, this person's name," with Riz, because then it's a lot less.
With the Riz.
It's Overwatch players love to flirt with each other. That's one thing I've learned about
Sus.
that game is text. Overwatch players love to flirt with each other through text. Oh, a lot. And I'm-
Oh hell yeah! Oh hell yeah!
and
100%.
I think so. Typically, what I'll do is if we have a Mercy, I'll just be like, "Hi, Mercy," with Riz, and then see what they do. Most of them ignore me.
Most of them ignore him.
Yeah, there was one.
Oh,
that
wasn't
said
there
no
one
with
that said
Riz.
no with Riz?
But then but you know what's crazy? You know what's fucked up?
Yeah.
George A flirts with one person in
Oh
Overwatch.
my goodness.
And they add him, and you're like, "Hey, do you want to play? Like, can I join your group?" And then I don't remember what ever happened with that. But the dude,
Yeah, but wasn't the situation that we were pretty sure they thought Georgia was a girl?
I don't remember.
Georgia was playing
I think
Mercy.
Wasn't Georgia
was
playing
playing
Mercy
Mercy.
And
at
not
that
to
point?
I don't. Is it okay to say what his Overwatch name is, or is that an issue?
Which, yeah, only girls play Mercy.
George. I mean, I don't think it's an issue. What are they gonna do? Dox him?
Well,
Because like,
We,
yeah,
he-
so like his username is.
it's also the
George
same on
Bay,
Steam, and
like,
they've probably seen it if they watch the video.
I could see people thinking that it's a girl.
George's Bay.
I couldn't if it starts with George.
Yeah, but DJ, they don't know how to pronounce that.
It's still
Well-
figure it out, I think.
Yeah.
think
Dude,
they
I
could.
mean, that's just one letter off from Fjord. Like,
Yeah, because that's supposed to mean something. Guys, help me
You-
out here.
fjords are like a thing in
I
Norway.
don't know.
Like the type of like the car,
No,
like the
it's like a
Focus?
glacier.
like the Fiesta, like for
It's like
Ford
a
Fiesta.
glacier, Matt. It's like a ice formation.
Oh, like ice sculptures.
Sure, let's go with that.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Yes.
For the sake of not making you feel dumb.
Oh, that could never happen.
Matt doing something dumb, never.
I would never say anything dumb.
Never.
What?
That was
Well,
a
you
mistake.
did allow us
Oh my
basically have control
That
of
was a
2 full
mistake.
sessions of D&D.
That was a mistake.
So that was fair.
I fully admit that was a
That was a
mistake.
mistake and a half.
So much fun. Matt, bigger or worse mistake?
It was fun,
than
but it was
me
definitely a
doing the
mistake.
tournament arc?
This D&D session, which basically was I let them write down anything they wanted in a list, and then I had to incorporate that into a D&D session. And they went wild with it. Incredibly wild with it. If you want to talk about some highlights you have, we can do that. But mine only lasted 2 sessions.
Sure, my tournament arc lasted 2 months.
I like.
Mine also kind of lasted 2 months because of
Well,
scheduling.
What am I?
So maybe we're on the same. We're on the same 2 sessions over the span of
Yeah,
like a
because of
Well, that-
scheduling.
that-
Mine was because it took forever.
I think I
don't
did.
remember.
And
I
who
think I
won that
did.
tournament arc?
I'm pretty sure I did. Well, back me up on here. I'm pretty sure I did.
I did. I did.
Nah, you did.
Yeah. Take it away from him.
Matt, can I have an inspiration die for that?
No.
Damn, found one.
Yeah, you're right. You did. You have a trophy on
I
your
think
wall?
the real winner was
Uh,
the guy
What
who quit before the tournament arc.
one of my favorite parts of the crazy session was definitely when we found those sheep. Totally
Oh,
not a
yeah.
metaphor for anything, and they were trying to start a
That's
a
topical.
podcast?
They made to find the
They wanna
sheep
start
in
a podcast?
Minecraft.
Yeah, no, it was the
Yeah,
farmer.
that's probably one of my
The
favorite parts.
farmer was wondering
It was
why
my
all of
neighbor.
his bandwidth being used. Yeah, all his
His
bandwidth
real
was
li-
being used,
all-
and they
all his
couldn't figure it out.
bandwidth.
It was because his sheep were starting an underground podcast. Because someone wrote "plug the podcast" on the list.
Who plugged the podcast on the list? I forgot. Dustin?
I think it may have
That
been
was me.
Dustin. I think it was Dustin. Dustin was
I
also
may
the
have-
one
I
that
may have
person.
also-
Yeah, you can say it.
I may have also said we watched an episode of the podcast
Yeah.
together.
Hey, Dustin.
2 hours.
Yeah, but
Might be.
that got
I was
declined.
gonna say, when did you get disconnected?
Just now.
Oh,
No.
But what did you want to bring up, Matt? You looks like you want to bring up a specific thing.
I'm gonna bring up. Oh, like how watch a 2 hour podcast and a 4 hour D&D session. 3 hours now. Thanks,
3 hour.
thanks, Dustin.
I've been working on this rip the whole time.
Rob, get out of here. That's my room. Get out of my room. I'm playing Minecraft.
Part here.
Well,
I've been
Dude.
working on the top.
dude, this is how.
I did the top.
Teamwork, but don't
Teamwork.
Don't tell me to fuck
What
off.
makes it work? Teamwork.
This is how. This is how.
There's no fall damage.
Imagine if this game had fall damage.
Dude, actually, I just killed you. Boom, you're dead.
There's a health meter exclusively for. What happens when you die? Like the place gets closed down for a murder investigation.
You have to now clean up all the blood.
The genocide. Oh,
It becomes
dude.
Viscera cleanup or whatever that game is.
There's a game that's cleaning up.
Cleaning up murder scenes. Yeah, it's like I think it's called Viscera Cleanup.
Oh,
yeah.
I want to play that.
Mr. Cleanup detail.
Yeah,
It's
that was way
worse.
harder.
That
Keep
is
just
so
making
much
the
worse
place
than this.
More dirty.
Believe me, it's a lot worse because
Oh,
one, you can make the place more dirty. Two, you have to be 100% because you don't get like a freebie like, oh, you've completed most of it. There you finished all of it.
I
No,
kind of
you have to-
want
it has to be
them
spotless.
just to add a gory map into this game.
Who wrote Sussy Baka Uwu?
Yeah, that was me.
Matt.
What was that supposed to be?
Gonna isolate that audio clip now. Of course.
Yes.
Of
Hell,
course.
hell yeah, we're gonna.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah,
glad we
if Fanny
could ride
put normal
dragons. That was
things.
my thing that I wanted to do.
No,
I'd put normal things.
you put
Yeah, I put normal things. You asked
He
for your
did.
character
You
to
did
get a
win.
massive
For that,
cock,
Dustin.
he did.
and he did. And
Oh,
what
3 feet.
what is Troy's height? Canonical height? 3 feet. How is it?
That is a weird
how is
book,
your
I don't
cock
know.
longer than you?
He's
Well, you
built
see-
different.
Well, you see, his dad had a 3-foot cock, and his mom had a 3-foot cock.
No, oh God!
Yo, Troy's gay dads. Let's go.
Let's go.
No, that was crazy. Never again.
All right. So,
Would you
that's
rather
done.
work on
Yeah.
on that scary movie again, or do this session again, where we all get to choose stuff?
Oh, do that again.
Okay.
Do the D&D thing again. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I imagine the D&D one, because like the D&D one was weird and stupid, but it ended up being fun. So
It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, when
It's
I
fun.
realized I didn't
Especially
want to do
the-
another
the-
day
the-
of
the
this,
quickfire
so
round
I
at
just
the end.
started randomly saying things and
Yeah.
oh,
Oh, there's a
oh, there he
There's
is.
a
What are you doing
What's his
here?
name?
What are you
Forrest Gump.
doing here? I got I was proud of when I got Rob because Rob had put in a line from Shakespeare without us noticing.
I did.
Yeah,
Fuck
and I was like,
that.
I was like, so it's from Othello, and the
Oh, no,
name
I
is
didn't.
my name is Rodrigo. So I told you guys that the dragons can speak, and I was like, "Do you have anything you want to ask it?" And like,
yeah.
what is your name? And he was like, "My name is Rodrigo."
Like, what is your name?
And then I think I said that like 20 more times because all of the dragon names were Rodrigo.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah. So my
Oh,
thought
yeah,
was
I
like,
was
oh,
thinking
you're
that
just
as
doing
well.
that
I was
because
also
you
thinking
don't
for the
want to pick
Shakespeare
name for
line,
everyone.
Like when
Understandable.
I wrote it, I was hoping for you to do like a sonnet, basically.
What?
No, he totally did that fair and square.
But no, hey,
Next time,
you got us.
well,
You got us
maybe
good.
next time. But in hindsight, I should have been more specific.
No, hell no, there's not. Well, while you're thinking about starting a new system right after this campaign,
I've been
right?
toying around
After
with the
a break,
idea. I'm gonna look into Pathfinder and also the Cyberpunk one. I'm kind of interested in. I think it might be a nice
Yeah.
change from fantasy. Because
Yeah. Well, Pathfinder is fantasy, but
The
it might be a
Cyberpunk-
nice
well, the
change to get
Cyberpunk one, I was
some
taking a
like
break from fantasy.
different new things.
but I'm also
The-
thinking,
Yeah.
might do. I don't know if I really want to hop on the Pathfinder train, but that's what people are doing. They're coming for our jobs,
Oh my goodness.
which is AI DMs.
I know. AI DMs.
I mean, I could do better
Nah,
than AI.
How well do you understand the D&D controversy going on?
Pretty well.
Okay, because I like half get it,
Yeah.
but not well enough that I could explain it.
Basically, and I think it's still kind of up in the air on whether I think it is Hasbro. For a little bit, it was a little bit up in the air as whether it was Wizards of the Coast or Hasbro that was doing things. But I think for the most part, people have decided that have figured out that it's Hasbro.
I know people were shitting hard.
The
on Wizards of
first,
the
the
Coast.
big thing is the Open Games license, which is basically like how people can do like Kickstarters and like sell their own content for D&D. Like I can go buy a mod, like the interdimensional tavern thing that I got for a one shot.
That tavern thing.
Eventually, that was a Kickstarter, but Wizards and Hasbro had nothing to do with that, right?
Right.
Oh, true. The
Kick-Ass
it was
song,
a collaboration with like Joe Cad and that one cover artist, the one that does all the covers and fantasy songs. I forget their name, but basically, Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro had nothing to do with that transaction or that creation because of the Open Games license.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
OGL. Hasbro is looking at that is that's a lot of money that's being made on Dungeons and Dragons. Now we're not making any money on that.
And we want and I quote, they want to make it the monetization more like a video game. Basically, they basically want to monetize like how battle passes, cosmetics, stuff like that.
So.
Yeah, they want to monetize D&D, and if anyone's making money off of Dungeons and Dragons, they want part of that. And I think that from examples I heard, that also extends to like if you're playing D&D for like a YouTube channel or like a podcast, they want stuff. Especially, I'm sure Critical Role is the big one people are looking at.
Yeah.
I mean, there are obviously the Adventure Zones, Dungeon Daddies, a bunch of other D&D podcasts, but Critical Role is the one that people are really looking forward.
Yeah.
Or if you just made, or in like after a certain amount of money, you have to like report that to Wizards of the Coast.
Yeah, because I know I saw one thing where it's like, guys, you only have to report the money you make if you make like over 250,000. And I don't know how accurate
there was also another thing that like basically like that's the thing, but also they also could like have the right to like if they see anything that they wanted to monetize. Yeah.
They can be like, hey, that's ours now, and you couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah. Which is
so basically stealing people's works, which is not a good thing.
Like, it's so ridiculous. Like, it's like not of like the stretches of stretches to say that you can claim that as your own. Like 5e is such a bare bones like simple system. Like nothing that I've done
because it's supposed to be
for our campaigns have had Wizards of the Coast had done jack shit. I don't even use their modules.
The funny thing is, like, if Wizards of the Coast wanted to like get a cut of the money, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then, like, in theory, what would be stopping them from going up to like some of these big creators, not the content creators necessarily, but people who are creating like modules and stuff like that, right? What would stop them from going to them and being like, hey, listen, as it stands right now, you only make money based on how many sales you get. We can give you a job where you have a guaranteed source of income. We can also give you help and you can work on this full time. And then in return, we get like 20% of whatever you make. Or something like that. Like, they could do that. I'm not saying it would work necessarily, but like...
But then they're paying people.
Yeah, they don't want
when when what they're doing now is
Yeah.
they're
Well-
just looking to get money in a place that they're not currently getting money with.
Oh,
no
I
cost.
agree. I'm just saying that would get them money, not as much money, but it would still get them money.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I know you're 100% correct. You're 100% correct, but the not, the some money when there could be more money is just simply something that people who want to make money
Yeah.
to never look at.
Mhm.
What you're saying obviously makes sense, but that's all they see is this would generate this much, and this would generate this much.
Oh,
Also, they did backpedal on the new OGL. But they apparently just, I think today, they just released, they're basically doing it one step at a time, saying they're getting feedback. And they said that basically, if you can, any virtual tabletop, such as Roll20 or other similar things, basically can't have animated assets. So you can't do like an animated cast a magic missile, for example. Because Hasbro is basically creating their own virtual tabletop system, where they basically just want a monopoly on all the fun animations, pretty much, which people do not like. Yeah, which they're charging like $30 a month for.
Okay, still
For DMs to DM.
No DM, dude.
Yeah, no,
DMs,
that's dumb.
99% of Dungeons and Dragons DMs do what they do out of a love for the game, and they make absolutely $0 on it.
Tell me about it.
Now, who the fuck is gonna want to spend an extra $360 a year just for like stupid shit?
Yeah. As long as they don't go that's really not probably going to affect us. As long as they don't go after Roll20, pretty much. So you just use Roll20.
Here's the thing: it would be pretty hard for them to go after
theater of the
Roll20,
mind, my friend.
because all Roll20 really does is give you a place to roll dice and make maps and stuff. D&D doesn't have D&D is not the only game that uses a D20.
Yeah. Also, Roll20 isn't exclusively D&D. There's a bunch of other.
Yeah. So yeah, because D&D, because
I know Call of Cthulhu's
there's
on
nothing
it and stuff like that.
at least there's nothing that we use on Roll20 that is explicitly D&D, and we have to do it on Roll20. Really, all we use Roll20 for is we make a map on it. Okay, well, that's many games that use maps. We make a character token. Well, many games use character tokens, and we roll dice. That's it.
Yeah, there
You
are
have to remove the D&D character sheets from Roll20, but that doesn't affect us at least because we don't do that.
Originally, upon my first thing that I realized when kind of learning about the whole D&D situation was that it affects us very little, if anything.
Yeah.
Oh, it affects us pretty much not at all.
Except for unless the homebrew sites become a lot harder to get to if they start going after stuff like that.
Right.
Because because I use that a lot.
Wiki D&D Wiki dot.
Yeah. But other than that, it doesn't affect us, but we also don't use modules, for example.
Mm-hmm. We homebrew everything. Yeah. We don't do modules. I don't know about you, but I only do free map building stuff. I don't even pay for map building stuff, really.
I mean, I just do it all in Photoshop, so I guess I do pay for it, but
yeah, but you use Photoshop for other things too.
Yeah, it's something I pay for anyway. Fuck you, Adobe, by the way.
Whereas I use Krita / what's the one that I've been using? Incarnate, I think.
I think I know what you're talking about.
I don't know. I know it's something that I found at the very end of the last campaign because that's what I used to make the final map with. And that's how I've been making all the maps, and that's why my maps have gotten way better quality suddenly.
Yeah, they have assets to use.
Yeah, they actually look decent. The only thing that sucks about it is that there's not that many assets on it.
I'm sure there's a paid version that has more. That's typically
Yeah, there's probably a paid version that gets you a couple more assets, but
that's typically the business model.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Which is not.
I mean,
I wouldn't say it's a bad
I
thing.
might have paid. Actually, I think I already am paying.
As long as
for
we
it.
don't lock
Shit,
any like.
I think I did pay for it, but it's only like $20 a year or something like that.
God.
I think
I mean,
it was like
pay-
it was not expensive. I think because I was like, oh, actually, this is worth.
like I pay for. I have the premium on Roll20. It is no loading times, but for
That's why
me,
we have
it's
no
also
loading
just that
times.
I
Let's
have more
go.
storage.
Yeah.
Because I make.
Yeah.
Because
Because
I
you need a
make
lot of tokens. I'm sorry that you need two for me.
everything, and that's all stuff that's uploaded. I need to upload, and it kind of works out because now I just have access. Like when I'm doing stuff for this campaign, I have access to everything I've ever done for. So if I need something quick that I know I can reference, I can just use something else.
That's nice because like
Oh no! Not another.
that's
Not,
nice.
don't
'Cause,
bring back the
like,
tools, please.
I don't have like campaign like the first Pokemon campaign. I don't have any of that stuff on Roll20 for this one.
Yeah, did you have to delete it to make room?
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I could pull stuff on if needed, but like, I also don't feel like I need to because I am doing different Pokemon icons this time. So,
yeah.
Speaking of which, I heard that the Gen 9 sprites might be out,
Yeah.
so I might be able to get those downloaded finally. I just have to kind of dig around to find them. Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably on Bulbapedia somewhere.
I'll just have to find time to download them.
Yeah, so that's the bulk of that. And then they're like they were talking about plans for like their virtual tabletop, and one of the things, no joke, was AI DMs. because much like every essential worker job in the country,
No one wants to do it.
there's a lack of DMs, and
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
they're like, what if we had AI do them? And I'm like, that's weird, but okay.
I know,
I would want to try it at the very least.
yeah, I would try it. I know,
Yeah, just
I
to see how
mean,
bad it
obviously, I
is.
think we've talked enough on the podcast, both me and you, Matt, DM, and Fanning, you've DM'd one shots, right?
I've DM'd a one shot. I tried to DM a campaign, but twice I've tried it and they both have fallen apart. So I'm like that. I'm like that. That one meme with the stoic face. That's a mask.
Point
and
is that,
crying
like,
behind it.
The three of us have experienced DMing. I know
Dustin will soon.
Dustin, I hope will soon. I want Dustin to
sure.
DM a one shot. But I know for me, when I first started the Pokemon campaign, I felt very overwhelmed at first. And it's definitely a learning curve going from being a player to a DM. And it's not an easy learning curve. And I mean, it speaks that I'm now on session, 9 or so of the second campaign. I'm still got a lot to learn. Especially given that I'm not even DMing normal D&D. But it's... I understand why there's a lack of DMs.
Hey.
Yeah, it really is a lot of people
Yeah.
get a group together that really want to play D&D, and then it's that for some groups it's that kind of awkward moment where it's like, all right, who's gonna DM, and everyone's kind of like, ugh, I kind of just wanted to make a character.
Yeah, because even myself, I thought about it more a couple months ago, where I was like, damn, you know what I really want to do? I really want a Pokemon campaign from the player.
Welcome to the goddamn job, Rob. Everything you're saying makes everything you're saying everyone's thought of.
All right, Matt, this is what we'll do. You ready? after your campaign, after my Pokemon campaign, okay? I'll DM a regular D&D campaign, and you can make your own regular D&D character, and you DM a Pokemon campaign.
I'm just trying to think if I want to run Pokemon.
It's especially the format that I'm doing it now, it's really not that different. Yeah, I think the
I do like
format
the
for the
almost
way
like
I'm doing
mystery
it
dungeon
this
type.
time around is way better. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know,
prefer being the
actually,
Pokemon
recently
than,
I'd given advice
being
to
the trainer.
someone on Reddit, because I saw someone on Reddit was like, talking about how they want to incorporate Minecraft into a D&D campaign. And I basically was like, look, you can do that. I'm not going to tell you don't. But the one thing I highly recommend from my own experience is make sure that it's D&D first and foremost.
Yeah.
Because that was the issue I had the first campaign, was I did Pokemon as the primary focus and D&D as the afterthought. Partially because of the system that it was, where I was using a system that I found, that we found, I forgot who found it originally, but it was a system that we found that
I joined
had
halfway
people
through.
play as the Pokemon trainer. And then I kind of got in my mindset that it was Pokemon and yada yada yada. Whereas this time around, I was like, honestly, it makes way more sense to go like sort of mystery dungeon style, where you play as a Pokemon, and it just, you make a couple of adjustments to race and a couple of adjustments to class, and then you pretty much just keep it D&D. The only other difference, really, to regular D&D is one that kind of was more you all made and less me. And I mean, you could definitely still do it the other way. But y'all really took me by surprise when you started doing so much non-lethal combat.
Oh, yeah, we don't want to just kill people.
Yeah, because like in our regular D&D campaign, we just kill everyone.
Yeah, that's really how it works.
And, I had no issues with that.
Yeah. Well,
To be fair, also in your campaign, our job has been like security at a band show. Yeah, there's that really
let's
situation
save
like,
this
no, we need
tree
to kill this person.
named
Or, like,
Carl.
breaking up a fight. It's like, we don't need to kill these people.
I mean,
Yet.
some of them
Yeah, like,
some of them I
oh
definitely
no,
fully get.
they took drugs. Oh no.
And some of them I don't.
Like what? Who should we have killed?
Like,
Who
who do
should you have
you think we
killed?
were gonna kill?
I think the big one for me is actually the people who were storming the concert.
We were hired
We just hired a
as
security.
security. We didn't know
They were
that it was a
trying
little.
to kill members of the
We
band.
didn't know that. They were
Yeah,
just storming the
okay.
stage.
So,
Yeah.
Fair.
so when
I thought they were just being disruptive.
So when you so if you were in that situation at a concert and people were storming the stands and the police managed to stop them without killing them,
Here's the thing: is
you're
you
gonna be
can't
like,
you can't start arguing using real life, because your whole campaign falls apart with that kind of logic.
you cops, you should have shot him. What? Like, yeah, I mean, that's what they probably wanted to do because they're cops, but you know what I'm saying. Like, no one had, it's weird, man.
Yeah.
Nah, I
mean,
don't want to kill
I
anyone. I don't want to kill anyone because then the police get involved, and then I don't get to go. I don't get to do anything.
Yeah. And Binky, for some reason, not for some reason, doesn't trust the police, obviously. I love but I feel like all the characters in this campaign
Memorable.
are a lot more memorable than the first campaign. Rob. Yeah, memorable. It's because first campaign, the most memorable character I'm gonna have to say
one of
was
those is me.
Tuber Toby
Yeah.
and Vernal.
I would put
Yeah. Those
Ace
are
Man
mine
at
was
third.
yeah. I thought I put Ace Man at third.
No.
Wrong campaign.
One shit.
Wrong
Yep.
campaign.
That's the wrong.
Realized that after I
wrong-
said it. Fuck,
wrong
what was
campaign,
the
friend.
character's name? I don't even
Cares.
Krez. No, Krez.
Okay.
No.
Krez.
Krez is a different guy.
Cares.
You're all getting him mixed up.
Krez is my
Krez.
kid, my
Krez.
character.
Krez is your
Yeah.
guy.
No, Krez is yours. Cares is
Okay.
his.
Krez is mine.
Yours, the issue is that A, you joined like a third of the way through the campaign.
Halfway through.
But yeah, no,
Yeah.
because the issue is that yeah, you can make your trainer however you want, but like other than perception rolls, pretty much any time you're rolling the dice, it's for your Pokemon.
And now look at this campaign. We have a kleptomaniac Munchlax who breaks into people's homes because he thinks it's illegal. We have a trash cloak Burmy who just always searches through the trash to find treasure. We have the religious
Hey,
zealot fish
hey,
who works
don't-
with a
hey.
fucking bird.
Hey, don't say crazy without
That's
outing yourself as
discolored.
being the person. Yeah.
That is me. I'm not. We have
That's me.
an Italian rat,
Doing
and we have a metal fist who wants to be a pacifist, who has a craving for adventure,
I don't
who also
dislike
dislikes the
authority.
police and all
And
authority.
also constantly is throwing the trash Burmy everywhere.
Hey, that
Yeah. Also, we're the dynamic
Yes.
duo, Vernal and Toby live again. Shaq and Kobe. Like,
Oh, yeah, no, this is a
Yeah.
fun campaign.
no, that's
Also-
the duo.
Let me just say,
Also,
this Italian rat also like breathes fire and stuff. He's
Yeah.
an Italian rat. He breathes like fire
Yeah,
and lightning.
somehow.
And stuff.
he's like, Mamma mia, this meatball too spicy, and he goes, blah.
Also, I find it funny that you say Italian because yeah, I guess it kind of has the mustache, but like I always picture Drake and Dustin. I mean, you're Drake basically. So by all
I am
means,
Drake.
let me know.
He
Do
is
you
Drake.
interpret Drake as Italian?
Not at all.
All right, I want to know if my interpretation is close to how you interpret. You ready?
Sure.
New Jersey.
To be fair, I never really thought about it that much. So
Okay.
he was just
We only
guy.
call him Italian because it's a Galarian.
No, Alolan.
alone.
Alolan Ratata.
hilarious.
Who
Alolan
looks
Ratata.
Italian.
Yeah. I just like how I have nickname. My character
Dude,
has
I'm not
nicknames
even
for all,
sure if I
all of
could
them,
name
not their
all of your
actual
nicknames
names.
off the top of my head.
There's Fat One.
The fat one.
That's
Let's see. With the fat one, I switched between the dirty one and the trash one for Wiggums.
that's me.
I usually go with the metal one for Binky. And I usually go with the Italian one for
Or Drake.
So I want you to know that Italy is now
Italy's right
canon
next to
in your
Korea.
universe, and you have no stopping them.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously. Because obviously your
Oh, they are.
two
Yeah,
universes
man, I've
are
discussed this over and over again.
canon in each other's.
Yeah.
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 I thought his was
Wolf
B.
King has an
It'll
unknown.
be
It's an H, right?
not
A B. It's a B. Oh yeah, because it's red. That's right. Like
B.
like the emoji one.
Pogo's Vinted.
But was you're joking me? Get out of here! How dare you say that in my presence?
What? Minecraft cave sounds.
We're gonna have to do a podcast where
Number 3.
where we have the Minecraft cave sound. 10 hours of cave. Yeah, we're gonna have to do
10
that
hours
one
of silence.
time. That'd be funny.
Still need to do
Randomly
Video
Halloween.
Game Awards next year. We were supposed to do it for this year's. I don't know why it didn't.
Oh my
I
god!
think we
yes.
just forgot about it in place of the. Yeah.
Maybe. I remember
There you go.
Matt and I were trying to figure out what two we could use since we have two music bots. I was like, we can have two of those playing. What two should we have playing at the same time? And we're looking through SoundCloud, seeing what would be good.
There are some weird SoundCloud ones. They're just like random meme sounds.
Yeah.
But also some of them were garbage.
Yeah, a lot of them weren't that good because
Yeah, a lot of them are
have,
trash.
it would only have it show up like 3 times in that 1 hour.
Yeah.
That's
Or some
not-
of them are too much too.
Yeah.
Like that's not random, dude. You just fit as many as you could in there. It's meme sound. It's meme sounds occasionally broken up by silence is what you've made here.
Yeah.
But you good, fam?
Ah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Rob, when do you want to talk about how drunk
Trying
you
to
got?
get up here.
I was
don't need
just
to hear
thinking
about
about
this.
that. I was
Dustin,
like,
unfortunately, was
Yeah.
not here for this, so we do have a.
let me. All right, can I explain the circumstances?
A clip.
first?
Wait, we have to do. We do have to figure out what the best
No.
order for this is. I think here's what I do. Here's what we do. I think Rob explains what his experience was from his perspective, and then Fanning and I will clarify what is true and what is untrue.
Yeah.
Oh.
For Dustin.
Okay,
Dustin.
sure.
Yeah.
And
All
Dustin can ask us questions.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the situation. So myself, just to fill in everyone, myself, Matt, Fanning, who else was going? Seth, Georgia, and our Stanley.
Seth.
So the
Stanley.
6 of us were going out
Yes.
in celebration, partially in celebration of my birthday, which was the weekend prior. And when we go with Stanley, we go to an Asian eatery place, and usually we do different ones. Well, whatever.
Eatery.
This
could've just
time
said
we
restaurant,
went
my friend.
to a what's the name?
Hot
of the place?
pot.
Like it's
Dim sum.
hot pot. Hot pot. Thank you.
I want to convince. I wanted
hot
to convince him that it was dim sum again.
No,
Korean barbecue.
hot pot. So we did that, and I know from experience with these restaurants that a lot of them are like an all-you-can-eat kind of a deal. So what I wanted to do was essentially eat very little that day so that I could enjoy it that night. Didn't even occur to me that I would be drinking that night. So we get to the restaurant, and I think I'm not driving, obviously. If I was
Georgia
driving,
drove all
this
you,
would never
right?
have happened. Georgia's driving, so we see a drink menu. So I'm like, oh, I want a drink. Yeah, I want a drink. I'll take a drink. So I got it was called a green teenie, I remember. And essentially it was just like a vodka mixed drink. Got that, enjoyed it, pretty good. Felt probably about like I normally do on a normal time when we go out and drink. Seth, meanwhile, had gotten a Scorpion Bowl. Scorpion Bowl for one.
Okay.
Scorpion Bowl for one.
So it's not like one of those ones
Yeah,
that's like
like-
bigger than your head. It's supposed to be for like
No.
No.
But it was a decent size, and I actually did take
No.
a picture of
No.
it.
Okay.
So I can post that for reference. I'll post that in a sec. And that gave me the idea, because a Scorpion Bowl is something I've always kind of wanted to try. So after I finished the green teenie, I got myself a Scorpion Bowl. Not knowing at the time quite how much alcohol is in a Scorpion Bowl.
Okay.
So then I started drinking the Scorpion Bowl, and against my own judgment and the judgment of literally all 5 of my wonderful friends who were doing their damnedest to take care of me, I was not drinking a lot of water.
We did have to repeatedly tell him He had a water. He had ordered a water, and we were like,
Hey, drink water.
Rob, drink this. We kept
He
telling
just
him
wasn't
to,
drinking.
and he refused. He kept refusing. He's like, no.
I'm gonna be honest. From
Ah,
here,
I'm
things
fine, I'm
start
fine, I'm
becoming
fine.
haze.
Oh goodness. Oh my god.
Let me think. So what I do
For good reason.
remember is the food was very good.
It was great.
Hot
Pot's
I
great.
remember I was sitting next
It was
to
amazing.
Fanning was on my left, Stanley was on my
Yes, I'd
right.
go again.
I kept asking Fanning if he thought I was as drunk as I was, and for the most part, we agreed that I was pretty fucking drunk. I remember I had to use the bathroom, and they were concerned that I wouldn't make it out.
Oh my god.
I was fine on that regard. I remember the ride home partially because I recorded most of it for some reason. I recorded it. I remember I recorded
there'll be a
it.
clip of that happening soon.
They've already seen it at this point.
Yeah, no.
And that, yeah.
Yeah.
And then this is probably
Okay,
the best
sorry, I didn't know what you were
part
gonna put
is
in it. This
we
is totally
got
recorded.
back. I got dropped off at my house, and it's like still relatively early. It's like 9:10, 9:15, and I'm like,
yeah, it's
fuck,
like
my
9 something.
parents are awake. So I get dropped off. Matt, being a good friend, literally makes sure I make it inside of my house.
Okay. Not to mention, I not only did I do that, you told me I didn't have to do that.
Mhm.
I was watch you kind of stumble. I watch you stumble out of the car.
Yes.
And then I realize I know his house. I'm like, he's gonna go up a set of stairs, and I can't see those stairs in my point of view right now. So I am going to move to make sure I can see it from that point of view. So I can see the stairs. This guy gets up 2 stairs and goes, whoop, he just starts and like slips. He's like, "Oh, these are really slippery."
I
Starts laughing.
slipped.
You made your body moved a significant amount. An amount that I thought you were going down.
Okay. I do remember saying these stairs are slippery.
You were like, "These stairs." I'm like, "Yeah, that's why I'm watching you, idiot. Get inside." No, we already dropped you off.
Clarification, I was not here for
view.
this part, so
Get
this
in
is
the
all
house,
Matt.
have a quick conversation with my mom, essentially saying, I'm drunk, I'm going to bed. About halfway up the stairs, I stopped walking and began crawling. And my room is on the 2nd floor, and it's down a long hallway. I crawled that entire length. And the best part is Matt was going to be playing, I think it was like Persona that night when he got home.
Yeah.
And he did. And we were going to watch him.
And he did.
Everyone did, except for me, who passed the fuck out. Oh, was it? Oh, okay. I don't know. I was passed
One
out.
did. It was just me.
Yeah, it was just funny.
Okay, I was passed out. So that's the version of events from my point of view. Overall, it was definitely the drunkest I got. I like to say I celebrated my 25th birthday the way I should have celebrated my 21st. Would I do it again?
Drinks.
Probably.
Okay, here's some of the crazy parts. He got mostly everything correct of what happened, but some things he left out.
Oh, I probably left out things that I
First
just forgot.
thing,
Yeah.
the first thing was that throughout the time, especially like me and George were kind of just like watching him the whole time, and we were like, "What are you? Oh God! Like, is he okay?" Like, we were concerned, and this was from like the start to finish, so we saw the escalation. And what drives me crazy, is that you refuse to admit, as though it's bad. It's not a bad thing.
I refuse to admit what.
It's not something you need to be. That you're a lightweight when it comes to alcohol. Dude, I've heard you start. I have heard you start slurring your words in this Discord after like a truly and a half. Don't even get
I
me
was gonna
started.
bring that up.
You're not a
New
lightweight.
Year's Eve, he had 3 Trulies, and for the rest of the night, he's like, I'm too drunk to do math. What do you say?
I'll say that I'm at least partially a lightweight. Yeah. The issue is that I feel like lightweight. Just the term lightweight makes it sound like you have one drink and you're out. Yeah, I definitely need less liquor than the rest of y'all. But, like, I'm not, like, the lightest of lightweights. You know what I mean?
Y'all, what are you, Southern?
Still
But no, I would agree with you mostly that I'm a lightweight, yeah.
I just want to say how insane it is on how easily you accepted that based on how stubborn you were while you were drunk. You're like, I'm not. It's just because I haven't eaten.
Oh,
I'm like, dude,
I still think that's a big part of why I got as drunk as I did.
It is
So,
less
for
than you think.
reference, by the time I started the Scorpion Bowl, the only things I had really eaten was a peanut butter and jelly sandwich earlier in the day. And I don't know how much we had at the restaurant at that point.
If he hadn't,
Well,
if he
enough to
wasn't
really
eating,
die tough.
if he wasn't eating at the restaurant, he would have passed out.
I
He
think
would
I
have passed
doubt that.
Yeah.
I think I
100%.
doubt that.
No,
No, you
100%
100%
you
would have
would have.
passed out. If you are, if what you're saying, if
Yeah,
you actually only had like one thing, and then you also were not eating while you were drinking, you would have passed out, guaranteed.
All right, fine, sure.
Dude, okay, yeah, you know, he only would have been
I'm
slightly
agreeing with you.
slower.
I was only crawling to my
I'm
bedroom.
agreeing.
He was-
I'm agreeing.
I would have started the stairs at all fours, and that's about the only difference I would have made. And I'm saying, Rob, there's nothing wrong with that. Honestly, being lighter weight when it comes out is sometimes it's a good thing because then you can get drunk for less. It doesn't cost us much money.
Right.
The
The other thing is, like, I don't drink much. I own other than the Trulies, which even that I only get like a 12-pack every half a year, if that. But like, I only drink when I'm with you guys. I don't drink like any other time.
Yeah. Like
Same for a good amount of us, at least.
mostly. But like
Yeah, I mean, some of us
when
do alcohol in the house, but yeah,
True.
you also don't
Don't
drink.
drink.
based.
I just don't
Sucks
drink.
because you also don't drive. So
Well, leave him alone. Don't make me
Yeah.
start getting on you about getting off people for not having a license. It's a choice. Anyway,
no, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying how dare you not have a license. I'm saying, man, it sucks because you would be the perfect designated driver.
defending us.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
That's all I'm getting at.
but what I was getting at with the drink was like that night, like that we talked about it. It was the night like I got the little rubber ducky, and I started putting funny things in the topics
Yes.
channel.
Yeah.
That was probably eating like the same amount of food because I work, and I had probably twice, if not a little bit more than twice as much alcohol that you had. And I was not like that.
Oh,
So I'm just saying from my perspective, from my stance, how I see it, you get drunk way faster than I do, which is why it seems so insane to me.
I mean, that's probably fine, but usually I also drink less than you guys anyway, so. Like, I know Seth will sometimes get, like, multiple drinks, or even Dustin will get multiple drinks, and I'll usually only get, like,
Sometimes by accident.
at most, like, 2 mixed drinks.
You're right. So you mentioned that before, right? I think we
Mentioned
have.
what?
I don't know if we mentioned that on the podcast.
What are we mentioning?
The time that Dustin got a flight of drinks because he didn't know what a flight was. You weren't there.
Yeah,
you weren't there.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say,
Rob.
I'm feeling I was not here
Yes,
for this
yes.
story.
You
Yeah,
weren't
we went
there,
to a
Rob.
pizza place.
You weren't there,
and
Rob.
it's like it's not like a nerdy place, but it's nerd themed.
It's a nerdy.
Yeah, but it's not
It
like
was-
one of those places where you walk in that
it was
punches you in the
pretty
face
nerdy.
with the nerd stuff. They're a
Nerd
little
theme.
cooler than most places,
It's
I feel. And one of the drinks was a Powerpuff Girls flight. I'd never heard of a flight before, but I saw the stuff that was in. I was like, oh, that looks. I like that. Yeah, sure.
I have also not heard of a flight, so I'm excited for this.
I did have that, and I remember I was thinking, I was like, Powerpuff Girls flight. How are you going to incorporate all the Powerpuff Girls in one drink? And then he brings me
no.
a little thing with 3 drinks on it, one of
Yeah.
each color.
Yeah.
As I googled what a flight was, like, oh, it's multiple drinks at once.
Yeah. That's what a flight is.
And then you did
Christ
I remember the waiter came over.
No, he didn't.
It was
No,
like-
that's a lie.
it was like,
That is
how's
not
the-
what he said at
how's the
all.
food?
He said, "How are you guys doing?"
Yes, he did. He did. You were 3 drinks in.
No.
No,
This is-
no.
That's not what he
he said.
said.
How's the food?
Here's
and you
the thing.
responded,
Here's the
good.
question.
And
Is
you?
fanning capping, or is Dustin huffing straight copium?
Fanning is mega capping because you
I
all
wasn't
even
there,
agreed
so
that
I
I was
don't
in the
know.
right at the time. He said, "How are you guys
He is huffing
doing?"
straight copium.
Yeah, because I
Then
figured out
why'd
that's
you
not
say
what
I'm
he
gonna
meant.
kill myself
He
right
might not
after
like how
you
we're
said.
actually doing. He might like how we're doing with the food.
Okay, I could buy that logic, but I also wasn't there, so I have no clue.
I don't remember. I don't remember at all.
Boy, I know we're doing good about it's the podcast, not the game. Where's this fucking wall?
Yeah, where is?
I'm looking at it right now.
I am.
I
Oh,
know.
are you? You
I
found
know,
it?
where is it?
Okay. Guys, one of us got to figure it out. I'm like spamming the vision.
I also want to point
Oh,
out that
yeah.
it took me the whole
yeah, you
time
can
to
pick
figure out
yourself
you
up
could
now.
pick up the ladder.
And ladder's not that important on this map.
I couldn't pick up the ladder. I tried to, and I couldn't. Well, I finished that one. Maybe it's like,
Are
over
you
here.
sure it's this one?
Yes. Is it like outside, maybe?
Oh, what are you
Because
talking
because
about?
the progress meter is all gone.
Dustin, I don't think it's that wall.
I mean, it was because the entire top of it was black. You don't see it because I cleaned most of it off. Might be more of it as well.
Oh,
It's
find
this.
it?
It's this one. It's this one. It's this one here. Yeah. Give me this.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that.
Give me the ladder.
When it's like it's this one, and then it's not. This is a watermelon.
What?
This whole place is a watermelon.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I guess it's watermelon themed. Sure.
Yeah, this is watermelon. That's crazy. I like this place.
Okay.
I'm glad I can see it.
Oh boy. Y'all, come on. Oh my god.
Watching all 3 of you on the fucking same spot, man.
I think you have a better thumbnail.
You can put it in there. I can figure it out. I got movie magic, bro.
Oh, thank
Oh,
goodness.
hey, let's go.
Oh boy, now we get the
Hey!
time lapse.
God, not the time.
Yeah.
but we gotta wait.
This is a time
while.
It'll
lapse?
take you guys a while before you can see it. I could see it immediately. It was fun. The sheep was poking out of the corner.
You might as well just quit and then start the next one. We saw a time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Please go up game.
Should I just go for Playground? I feel like Playground's going to take even longer than that one, though.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe go for like a shorter because we can go for like hour and a half now, right? Oh no, not even. Never mind. Forget I said that.
No, we've got like an hour 10.
Yeah, just about.
Hour 10.
Because I right now
Let's
OBS
go
is-
Playground. It'll be fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
Playground.
just midway anyways. Even if we don't have to finish.
Yeah, we'll go Playground. All right. Invites coming in.
Yo, poggers.
I don't know.
Hold on.
Imagine
I'm
buying
buying some-
upgrades.
I
Upgrades.
forget there's a shop. Yeah.
I just hoard the cash.
Actually, where
I
is the
bought
shop?
upgrades for a couple things, but
Where is it? Main menu? Challenge?
Main menu.
I'm on the main menu.
If you go to the main menu, go to career mode. There's a little
Oh.
thing at the top, right at the top, right.
Equipment? Clothing? Oh. Hunt. Clothing. Can be different color. Dude, that's huge. I want to be green. Oh, what is this shit?
Dustin. Oh, okay. There you go. Sure.
Okay, wait. No, I'm not. I'm not
Oh, wait,
gonna
we
do this.
should probably-
I
we
just
should
got
probably
lost
wait
in the
until-
sauce, man. 1 second.
Just leave it like that, Fanning. Alright. But no, I mean, for the most part, going back to the drinks conversation, I feel like for the most part I've described everything accurately. I did my best to.
No, you did. You did. All right, man.
Matt just wanted to take time to make fun of you.
Oh yeah, no, I made fun of myself.
It's
I
great.
mean,
It was very fun.
yeah, I mean, I like I said, I liked it. Would I get that drunk again? Probably not regularly.
There was a lot of secondhand embarrassment, though. There was
Really?
a lot of secondhand
Yep.
embarrassment.
Was he like being
There was
publicly
a
bad, or
lot.
like we just
There were a couple times. There were
there was
there
a
were children.
family
There were
right
children
there
next to
was a
us.
couple times that I had to look over at Rob and this is not a dog. There was a couple times where I had to look at Rob and like do like the hand like quiet, like lower the decibels a little bit, dude.
Yeah.
It's not like it's not like the podcast audio where I can lower it in post.
Yeah.
This is all real. So I gotta
Well,
I
it
gotta
doesn't
do that.
help that, like, especially for me, I have hearing issues as it is. So there are times where I just genuinely don't know how loud I get.
Yeah.
Then add all that alcohol to it, and yeah, that's gonna happen.
Yeah. Also with alcohol, it can just be based on the person how it affects your personality and stuff.
Yeah.
Because like I'm not naturally someone
Yeah.
that gets very loud. So when I am intoxicated, I don't get like louder at all. But like with Rob, you can hear the ceiling or his Mac. You can hear his Mac start to get higher and higher as it goes along, and you're like, okay, maybe maybe now he needs someone to tone him down a little bit.
And
Yo, he does.
Drunk Rob
Yeah.
really talks
We were
to
doing it
fans
back.
a lot.
you are you aware of that?
You were you not aware
Were
of that?
you wondering why we were
don't remember that?
we were all doing the same hand motions at you while you were talking?
No, it's coming back. It's coming back to
He
me.
doesn't remember. We were doing this.
Yeah, he talked with his hands so much that we were I think I just started doing it back to you, and then Georgia and Fanning started doing it back to you. Yeah, someone sees a funny bit, and then
Got
we
the
all
same
like,
brain
yes,
cells.
let's all do this, and it made it even funnier.
Oh,
Also, I remember one
That's
thing
funny.
that happened. You had mentioned that you were asking Fanning how drunk you were.
yes.
After we dropped off Fanning, you were talking. You
Yeah.
mentioned to Georgia, and you were like, "I know I keep at." You're like, "I know I keep asking you how drunk I am," and we
Oh, yeah,
both
Georgia was like, no, you were asking.
yeah, we
Fanning.
were like, that is 100% something you asked the guy we just dropped off. That was not Georgia you were talking to.
Yeah, and I was like, oh shit, you're right.
Man. Just, hey, you know what?
Yeah, we. And
to be fair,
apparently,
so
Drunk
Rob
Rob
likes
really likes
Katy
Katy
Perry.
Perry.
I don't know if I would say I really like Katy Perry. I was just trying to think, what's the most obnoxious song that I could sing?
Well,
And you
if
pick-
it's you singing the song, doesn't really matter.
Oh, got him, boys. You have Dustin.
Because I remember
Got
I
him.
thought
Got him.
about doing sexy back. You did shut that down.
Yeah, and
So
we
did
shut down
Flowers
that.
instead.
Well, you.
Well, to be fair, you
I
remember-
apparently don't know the song
Actually,
Brandy.
to talk
either.
about that, which I mean, they'll see the clip of it, but there's a lot to it, and maybe down the line we can release the full thing.
Maybe.
That's
I
like as a
definitely
special.
want to rewatch
Yeah.
the full thing.
Yeah, make sure you don't just
before
randomly
saying that I put it on the internet. I
But
know I did my best. I recorded it. I remember a decent amount after the restaurant and a decent amount before getting anywhere close to any houses. So, like,
Yeah,
I remember I
so-
did us the courtesy of not doxing our location.
yeah, so what we were
I
doing,
remember filming Boston.
Yeah.
yeah, so what we were doing, mind you, this was all of us, not just a drunk one.
Oh, yeah.
What we were doing, yeah, of course, yeah.
Oh, I was
You were
on-
doing
I was
really
100% sober this whole time.
But we were just basically doing karaoke, but just singing, so, like very loudly singing songs we would play on the radio. Singing, you know, what a bunch of guys who don't know how to
Singing,
sing call
quote
Do
singing.
you ever feel like a
Like-
plastic bag?
And
Like
I
a
think at
plastic
one point,
bag?
Like
while
a
we were
plastic
singing
bag.
Brandy, which, you know, one of my favorite songs. I think it was during that Rob like asked George, and it was
song,
like,
good
do they
song.
really all know the words to this song? And I'm thinking, yes, we do. We do all know the words to all of these songs.
Is
Rob,
Brandy
unlike
possibly
you, we
better
actually
than
listen
Guardians
to
of the
music.
Galaxy?
Yep.
But
Okay.
We don't listen to music
but
that is not
that
Pokemon
was like
related.
not even like it's one thing if you all know the words to a song that I like have heard of. I'd never even heard of that song before in my life.
Yeah, but that's a lot of songs though.
Yeah.
It's a small bar.
Justin, do you know this song, Brandy?
Yeah.
Not until I watched Guardians of the Galaxy, but
Oh,
I know it now.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
Brandy, you're a fine girl and all that and such.
Yeah.
Granted,
And
I
then-
What
also
a
don't know what the
good
song sounds like. I
wife you
just
would
know
be.
the little bits they sang. Guardians of
You
the
know,
Galaxy.
in Guardians, yeah.
If I heard Brandy, you're a fine girl.
I
wouldn't
do
pick up on it.
remember, and I don't think I said this out loud. I think it was just my thinking at the time, but I remember while listening to you all sing that song and being like, I can't believe you all know the words. I remember being like, shit, this is a good song.
It is really good. It's the plot of Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
It's the plot.
It is the
Yeah.
Interesting.
you'll
It's pretty
see,
much-
well, you said you want to watch the Marvel
I
movies.
do want to try to watch all the Marvel movies.
So you'll get it. You'll see it
I need
eventually.
to start on that.
I liked when I revealed to Robert that my playlist for when we're driving around is called "Songs Fuck Faces Might Enjoy." And then Robert was annoyed that he actually liked a good amount of the songs.
Yeah.
Like, ah, you're right. I do.
Is that just like your "this is music I feel comfortable playing for other people"?
Somewhat.
'cause-
So I also think about what I think you guys would like.
Yeah,
I
it's
have a-
specifically for us. Like,
Because I have a similar. I haven't updated in a long time, but I did have a playlist. I think it was like music for public listening, which was like, this is music I could play out loud for like a group of people. If was handed the aux cord, I could play this.
Yeah.
no, don't
the
hand me
thing,
the aux cord. It'll
it's-
be awkward.
It's two factors. It's am I comfortable with playing it around my friends, and would they even like this song? That's pretty much the thought process that goes in my head.
You
when I
see
add it.
that, Dustin? On the way to the restaurant, we were listening to the most Eastern European shit.
Yeah, that was Georgia.
Well, to be fair,
That was
George
Georgia.
had
Was it
access
who
to the.
again?
That was weird. That was totally George. He
He kept
just-
playing
he was
like,
feeling
he was like,
homesick and wanted to
hey
listen to the
Google,
song
can
of
you
his
play,
people, apparently.
can you play, can you play
Hey,
Slavic
Google,
club
play
music?
Serbian music.
And it would be like
It's
Potosky, the Polski, boom, boom, boom. It was just that.
Austin,
Yeah.
the only way I could describe this music is it sounds like
Russian
it came
hard
out of
boss.
straight out of GTA 4.
Wearing an Adidas suit.
Yeah.
Adidas tracksuit, crouching
Adidas tracksuit.
with the
Hell yeah.
Dasani water bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was fine.
Hey,
It was just different.
his car.
Oh yeah, no, that's why I was like, his car, whatever.
Yeah. That was fun. The sushi was great. Holy shit.
The sushi was good. The hot pot was very good. The sushi was good.
The hot pot was
Everything
amazing.
good. I want to go back.
Same.
I would definitely go back to hot
I already
pot
want to
again.
do another.
I want to stop damn
Asian
missing
restaurant.
these.
You want to what?
I want to stop missing these.
Quit your job.
No.
Okay, fair enough.
Please.
Oh, you know what? Now that you say please, put it my 2 weeks tomorrow. That's all I needed.
Yeah.
Wait,
Hey, I
shit.
mean, it's worth a
everyone
shot.
everyone should quit their jobs.
Everyone should quit their
What are
jobs.
they going to do about it?
We're all gonna quit our jobs and start a little colony.
I thought you were gonna say start a podcast. I was like, I already did.
Wait a minute. Again?
It's like, wait a
We
second.
still need to do apartment hunting.
True. Yeah, we can get back on that.
We got to get back on that.
Get on that
Matt,
train.
speaking of which, I feel like in my head this is a thing, and at the same time, I feel like you've never said this, and I'm putting words in your mouth.
Oh god, I'm scared. I'm so scared.
Did you ever say that, like, if needed, you would be willing to quit your job for an apartment or whatever? Like, in terms of, like, if we got an apartment, like, far from your job.
I feel like. Yeah, you say it, man. I'm not going to speak for you.
I mean, I'm not like, it's not like I love my job. I would never want to leave. I hate my job. But I think it's more like I'm not in a position where I could like, where I could quit my job
doing that.
and then just know I'll find a new one that also like that would pay the same. So I'd like to not, or at least not move without having a job.
Okay.
So I'd prefer not to. 'Cause I'm not really in a position where I could. I don't want to like go like get an apartment and then be like, oh guys, I can't pay rent because I don't have a job. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean?
Yeah, I got that.
Yes. We need a headquarters.
We need a headquarters for what? The
That-
podcast? For everything?
No, that way Rob can get drunk in the safety of his own home.
Exactly. Now you're thinking.
Now we can go nuts on game night.
Are you
Matt,
stuck,
help.
bro? Are you stuck, bro?
Help.
Wait,
I'm
I got
stuck. I'm stuck. Yes. Help.
Is this helping?
How did you get stuck?
No, it's not doing anything.
Clean.
I was trying to
Clean
clean this area.
Clean.
I'm stuck on it.
Well, just uncrouch, duh.
Oh, wait, okay. Everyone, red nozzle. We can do this. We can push him. We can push him out. Well, don't push us back.
I saw him get pushed. Oh, he's getting pushed.
He goes.
He is getting.
Oh.
We are actually pushing him out.
Really?
No,
Go
we already pushed
go the other
you.
way. Go the other way. Go the other way. Push me towards.
It's shorter.
towards where
Actually,
Rob is.
it says it is shorter.
No, but this will be easier. One of them is
You
not
are
even
hitting
hit.
on my
They're not even hitting me on my screen.
Wait a minute. Get off my head. Oh god, I thought I was stuck too. Can you not just spam like your crouch button?
I am right now.
This way.
Let's go back the other way.
Okay, we go back the other way. Don't worry, we'll get you out of here, Fanning.
Tom Fanning,
There you
face
go.
us.
Are you holding backwards? Like you hold? Oh,
Oh,
holding S. Holding S. All right,
Oh,
we're almost
oh.
there.
Yes, I'm holding S.
No, we're
No,
good.
this
We're
is
good. We're
funny.
good.
Sorry
We're
to
good. We're
derail
good.
the
We're good.
podcast like this. This is important. This is a good out of this is
Dude,
a
don't
good
even get me
out of
started.
context clip. Put it on YouTube Shorts.
Wait, maybe if I
How easy! What a simple process to go through.
maybe if I get like a maybe I gotta like get some on his knee.
Oh,
Oh, I think I saw a little bit of movement there.
Huh?
Saw a little bit.
Yep.
I keep seeing like a tiny bit of
Oh,
movement.
oh. Maybe spam spacebar a little bit.
Oh,
Oh,
I am.
maybe if I'm really close, that stops it. You know, maybe we gotta clean the area under him a little bit. Maybe the dirt's sticky.
No,
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
I'm sliding
All right,
backwards.
Fanny, I think you just disconnected and I reinvite you.
No! We failed,
I
man.
won't
Yeah.
give up. Ah.
No.
tried.
We failed, man.
We'll get him next time.
We'll get him next time.
If
Oh, okay.
you don't actually have to send me an invite, I can just right click your name and click join game.
Holy shit!
Do I-
You save Fanny?
Do we want to talk
Dirt.
about that
Downloading
one
dirt.
episode that got 105 views?
What?
Yeah.
What? How?
One of the
Yeah.
episodes of the podcast got 105
My
views.
theory is the
Wait, which
the
episode?
fact- the SpongeBob one.
Yeah, SpongeBob one.
The SpongeBob one? Yo.
One of the with it.
All right, go on.
Yeah.
3
It
minutes.
was the
Well, what
exact
was the
amount of
average view
time
time?
that it takes for us to say what the Rock is.
Yeah, because the episode title is "The Secret Behind Patrick's Rock," and Matt mentioned that the average watch time
Yeah.
was 3 minutes, so I wanted to see what happens 3 minutes in, and it's literally the exact moment that Matt starts talking about the fact that Patrick's Rock is actually a turtle. So people literally just saw the title, clicked on it, waited to find out what the secret was, and then immediately left.
But what I'm hearing is next time we have to like really draw it out. So it's
That's
good
what
that we
I'm
waited-
saying.
It's good that we waited an hour and 10 minutes before we talked about how drunk I got. All right, we're learning.
Yes.
I don't
Wait,
think
were there
we're-
comments?
No.
Nah.
Huh.
We got
That's
nothing.
really funny though. That's the first episode that got like over 100 views.
Yeah, it was just I was just looking through them.
You also looked at what your only comment is, and it was
I think it
if
was
someone
Green Day.
reacting to Rob doesn't
Yeah.
know
Dude, I don't
what
know
band.
shit
There's a
about
band.
you. It's a
Green Day.
couple, like-
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, I know.
We
That's
know.
already been hashed over.
We know.
Mhm,
Playing the entire
Flashbacks
episode
to-
right
Flashback to
now.
episode 1 of the podcast.
The entire episode plays
Yeah.
in the middle of this one.
It's like one of those it's like one of those new TikTok videos where it's like the Reddit text to speech on the top and then on the bottom is like Subway Surfer.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Family
Oh
Guy
my God.
clips.
And then there's a random
Dude,
Family
I
Guy
have
clip.
watched more Young Sheldon through TikTok clips than I have the actual show, which is 0.
Dude.
But I keep getting clips from Young Sheldon, Big Bang Theory.
I'm curious if you get the same shows I do. Yep, I got both of those.
I get Family Guy,
Yep.
the occasional Simpsons.
No, I don't never get Simpsons.
I keep getting this one show about a supermarket,
Oh yeah, supermarket.
Interesting.
which seems like an interesting show.
Oh, I
It was okay.
think
Not
did you actually watch the show?
I saw like a few episodes of it.
It was okay.
Okay.
It was just
What
any average
else?
show you'd see.
I think that's pretty much it.
Alright. So the other shows that I get a lot of House.
Oh, I've gotten House before.
Oh yeah, House is-
I get a lot of the most
Also the
recent
classic.
season of Rick and Morty.
Yeah, I get Rick and Morty too.
Still blows my
Um,
mind that there was just a whole new season recently, and I Totally forgot
Admit-
about it.
Same. Completely missed that.
Yeah.
Must not have a high enough IQ anymore.
And occasionally I'll get a Game of Thrones.
Oh, you get Game of Thrones?
Occasionally.
I've never gotten Game of Thrones.
Occasionally. It's not often.
I'm
I've
gonna
only seen,
open.
like,
I'm
2
gonna
or
open
3.
TikTok right now, and
Also,
if I
keep
get
in mind,
a Game of Thrones,
Well, that's the other thing is when I'm talking about these shorts, it's actually not on TikTok. These are on YouTube shorts.
if I open, I'm just gonna say though, if
But
I
I mean,
open,
the content's largely the same.
if I open TikTok right now, and I get Game of Thrones clips, I am going to jump out a window.
Just say Game of
Why?
Thrones a lot before you open TikTok.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones. Game
Game
of
of
Thrones.
Thrones. Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, Game of Thrones,
Open
Game of Thrones,
TikTok.
Game of Thrones, Game of Thrones.
Ba-ba-ba-da-ba.
I'm trying to think if there's any other
Oh,
shows
no,
that
no.
I had popping up. I don't think so. Yeah,
I
I mean,
just
I don't
don't
use
have
TikTok.
TikTok.
Like I said, I see these clips through YouTube Shorts. So.
I'm a boomer.
Oh, you know what I have been getting on TikTok a lot
Yeah.
is Korean and the Korean NPC guy. He walks up to people like and starts and acts and talks like a Skyrim NPC, or like he just kind of stands there like emotionless, and he goes up and he asks like dollar amount or mystery gift, and then they want it's either for like the money or it's like a gift that's wrapped and they open it. It's always something like stupid. Like I think one person just got a tire, like a bicycle tire.
Oh, I thought you meant like a car tire. I was
And
like,
it's
damn,
weird.
That's a
It's-
bulky and expensive gift.
No, like it was like a bicycle tire. It's always something like weird. Like how does he look at him all confused? He just stands there. That's pretty good. It's good. It's good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Good content.
Nice.
Good content. Dudes.
Yeah.
When was the last time you were at a playground? Yeah.
Why?
Last week. Yeah.
Okay, well,
Johnny,
wonder-
you live near
I-
playgrounds.
I-
so I'm
playground
assuming that
in
one.
I feel like Banning just said
There actually
last
is a playground
week
by my
without
house,
thinking
but-
about it, and then when we all acted like that was a little weird, he backpedaled.
It's like, oh no, they want to know about it. I was expecting that. I thought we were all gonna say last week.
Imagine
I
we all
think
went
the
to
last
imagine we all
time-
went to a playground last week.
Honestly, as weird as it is, though, I think the last time I was at a playground was with all of you.
That same playground.
The one that when we filmed that GIF.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was Matt, you wanted, I think, a picture
yep,
of
yep.
you on the playground, right?
In the dark, like a cryptid.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that was the
yes.
last time I was at a playground.
Same.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although you could argue that the entire middle school is a playground, so.
I could argue that life's a playground.
Dude,
I could
no.
argue life is a
I'd
highway.
argue- God damn it, Dustin! Beat me to it. Oh, well.
Wow.
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 I saw a video someone took every single time Owen Wilson said "wow" in a movie.
Wow. Wow.
What movie?
Wow.
All his movies. He says
Wow.
"wow" a lot.
Okay,
All
I
of
don't
it
think I
was
could
the
name a
same way.
single. Like, I vaguely know the name, but I don't think I could name a single one of his movies.
Cars. Cars 2.
Wait,
Cars
who
3.
who does he voice?
Cars.
Lightning McQueen.
Cars too. He
Oh,
Lightning
he's a
McQueen.
voice actor.
No.
No, he's a
Oh.
regular actor. He's a regular actor that does voice
No.
actor roles, like
He's an
you
actual
know,
actor.
movies.
He's in Marley and Me. Isn't he like the main character in Marley and Me or something?
Wait, is he
Mother.
the human in Marley and Me?
No, he's a dog. What are you talking about? Is he the human?
No, he's the dog.
Yeah,
What
no,
are you
he's
talking about?
Marley's owner in Marley and Me. Yes, he is. Is he
I
a
was gonna
human?
say you cannot do enough in the world to convince me that he is the dog.
Oh yeah, when Marley and Me is about to when spoiler alert, when the dog's like out to bed put down, he's like,
Dude.
Wow.
the dog just goes, wow. Like what?
I haven't seen that movie in so long. I think I saw it once when I was a kid.
He was
That
up-
it.
That was the last movie that I think ever made me cry,
Really?
and I was very young. First real movie, like live action movie.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
when
I
you
was about
say
to say,
cry,
isn't
what
Your
do you
Lie in
mean?
April in the movie?
Your Lie in April is not a movie; it's
Yeah.
a show. Okay?
Oh, Your Name is a movie, though, right?
Your Name is a movie, and I cried. I've cried.
Dang it!
I have cried at multiple anime in like the past year or two.
I keep calling it
Uh,
Your Name is April, so I think I'm mixing myself up on which one's
Your
which.
name is April.
And it's like a super sad anime. That's like mega sad. You put both of them together.
I watch Pokemon anime every Tuesday. There was an episode that I saw recently that had me almost cry, not once but twice. And I genuinely forgot this episode existed. Have you guys ever seen, and this is going to be a somewhat random episode, have you guys ever seen the episode where Jessie releases her Dustox?
I vaguely remember it.
Yes.
I
right.
remember that plot. Yeah.
Alright, so quick rundown of the plot and why it's absolutely depressing, okay? So, essentially, it starts off with Jessie finding out that there's this Dustox festival. It's essentially their mating season, and that her Dustox found this mate, which is owned by a trainer named Austin. We then have a flashback, because it's like two stories in one almost. We have a flashback to when Jessie was a little girl, and she had a childhood friend named Aston.
That just
It's
sounds
like
like an
stupidly
insult. But like,
close to Austin, but it's not Austin.
it's like a playground insult. You can't really think of anything.
For someone named Austin, more like Aston. Got him, boy.
Yeah. Anyways,
Got
and
him.
basically, she's friends with this boy, and she tells her girlfriends, she's like, look, the three of us are going to become big actresses. We have to get ready for the rehearsals coming up. So let's make some ground rules. No desserts, no distractions, and absolutely no romance. And they're like, agreed. The guy then is leaving to become a contest coordinator, and right before he gets on a bus to leave forever, he's like, Jessie, I want you to come with me. And she kind of thinks about it for a second and is like, no, because I have my audition coming up. We then find out that both of her friends made the audition and she did not, which is very sad. So it gets to Dustox, who, you know, sort of in a similar boat, wants to stay with Jessie, but also kind of wants to follow romance. And so Jessie makes everything happen so that Dustox can go, and then Dustox refuses to go. It's basically like, no, I'm choosing you over romance. And throughout the episode's dropping hints that Jessie regrets her decision. But then we get another flashback. Oh, she regretted her decision about 1 second after the bus left, because we see her break down into tears and try to chase the bus down, getting it to stop. So she then looks at Dustox, pulls out Dustox's Pokeball, puts it on the floor, and smashes it with her foot,
Bit dramatic.
forcing Dustox essentially to be free. And to go with the other Dustox. It is heartbreaking.
The only times I got even the closest I ever got to crying watching something, I can think of 3. One was watching Bridge to Terabithia.
Ooh, yeah.
Especially
yeah.
since I was like roughly the same age as them. I was
Okay.
like, oh,
Okay,
that's messed
understandable,
up.
understandable.
Oh, yeah.
Another one is actually My Hero Academia.
I know
Spoiler.
nothing about My Hero Academia.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
What part
I feel
did you
makes sense part. I almost
wait a minute, let me think. Oh, what
If you
part
think
could
about it,
cry?
it'll make
Yeah.
sense.
What part did you cry? Oh, wait a minute. Does it involve Eri?
No.
Huh.
But it was
That's why.
similar arc, I'm pretty sure.
What was it?
So, spoiler alert for My Hero. It's when All Might's friend is on a deathbed, and All Might finally sees him after like ignoring him for years, and like they're finally having a conversation. I'm like, oh, so messed up. You've been purposely ignoring each other for years. You see him and he's dead. You idiot.
Oh, that made you cry?
Didn't make me cry, but that was probably the closest I'll ever be.
Oh yeah, okay.
My eyes swelling up a little. I was like, ah.
What's
sad.
the third?
Well, even more recent. I don't know if I should get into it, but the final season of Mob Psycho 100, there was a scene where somewhat implies that a certain character died.
Is this another anime?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anime's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Anime's
again, didn't
nuts.
cry, but like, I was like, it is bizarre.
Would you say it's JoJo?
You can say it's bizarre.
I would say it's JoJo.
If you
Danny,
told me
how
to cry at JoJo, I would not talk to you again.
To be fair, the
Yeah,
last,
no,
the
you really-
last
How
part
did you feel
that
about the
was just animated?
last
You
just
part?
like hard.
realize Jolene doesn't exist, and that tore you up inside. Let me guess.
I remember there was one
you-
part of.
Wait, let me say JoJo.
Oh, yeah,
I want to
go
hear
on.
this.
Sorry.
Did you watch the most recent part, Tanning? You finished it? Oh, okay.
I haven't watched
how
it
you feel
completely
from what
full,
you've
but
seen so
I know
far?
how it ends.
How far are you? Oh, really?
I
Oh.
the first batch still. I never finished the first batch. Yeah,
Okay.
I got too busy and then fell behind. I'm like, I'll wait until it's like there's more
Okay.
episodes and then more episodes, and I just haven't had time to. But speaking of crying during media, I haven't really cried at any movies. Well, no, to be fair.
Oh, I was a
Endgame.
little close
I
there,
cried
too.
when Iron Man died. I'm not gonna lie. No, I broke out in tears. The first Iron Man movie came out when I was 8, and when Endgame came out, it was like seeing Iron Man die. Like, this is the end of an era, and I realized how long it's been. It was like, damn. Next time I cried wasn't a movie or TV show. It was actually my Final Fantasy 14. Spoilers for the newest expansion. There's a scene where in the first expansion there's a character that you meet who basically she dies so you can defeat an enemy. And one of the characters, his name is Urianger.
Eric Andre?
It was like
Eren Yeager?
It's French. It's French.
I thought he said Eric Andre. I was so
my
confused.
God. Let me finish my story. No. This woman was his childhood friend. And she was like a loud, rambunctious one. He was the quiet, reserved one. Yada yada yada. Whole crush thing. Yada yada yada. So he was definitely devastated that she died. He never told her parents. And then there's a scene where basically the parents of the girl show up, and there's a whole like heart-wrenching scene like, I'm sorry, should have contacted you, yada yada yada, and that for some reason just hit me so hard I just started crying. It's the only time that game has ever made me
I
cry.
have almost the opposite situation where there is a single video game out of all of them that I've played where the ending will always make me tear up every single time. No.
Pokemon Mystery Dungeons.
Danganronpa.
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky.
What, the grow file scene?
I think, so without going too much into it, I genuinely think that Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky is as close, and I mean, obviously biased, obviously my opinion. I think it is as close to a perfect video game as you can get. I think it's got a very, very compelling story, very fun gameplay. I think it's just about everything you would want in a video game, at least for me. And part of what makes me tear up is two things. For one, it's the story, and for two, it's the soundtrack. I think the soundtrack is so well done that it's the kind of soundtrack where you can listen to a song and immediately, not only do you remember exactly what cutscene is it played in, but it makes you remember the feelings you had when you first experienced that cutscene. So there are certain songs of the Sky soundtrack that you could just play, and I would start tearing up. And there's no other game I can think of that has that much of an effect on me.
Sometimes when I'm playing Overwatch and I have to heal Fanning playing tank, I cry.
On my 11th
I
death
cry
in the
about it.
game,
Healer's
and
Joust.
I start to cry.
Fanning will be halfway across the map saying he's bullying the Widow, making space while his supports and DPS are getting farmed by the enemy Roadhog, and I just shed a tear.
Remember?
Oh my god.
Just kill the Roadhog
I
for
remember
it.
one time we were playing Overwatch 2. If you don't play Overwatch 2, they have they have a lot of things you can do actually while you're waiting for a match. One of them that we like to do, at least back when I was playing, if you haven't played in a while, I don't know if that's changed, but we like to do like the free for all mode pretty much.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty much all we do.
And
Yeah.
correct me if I'm
deathmatch.
wrong, but from what I've seen, on that game mode, you're like lucky to get to 10 kills before you're sucked into a actual match.
It's
Yeah.
pretty rare.
One time we went
Yeah,
to a game.
yeah.
There was a Roadhog, and he had 50 kills.
Well, I think you can ready up just for that, can't you?
Yes, but you
Oh.
get into an actual
Fanning
free-for-all
was like,
deathmatch.
How do you
game,
have
not
50
the
kills? How long have you
Q1.
been here? And he's like, an hour and a half.
Oh,
This is a terrible game.
You cried a little bit.
Yeah.
You cried for him.
Like, poor guy.
I wonder if he just got. I
Well, to
wonder
be
if
fair,
he
he was
just got
playing
avoided
Roadhog.
by so many people.
He deserved it.
I
You think
wonder if
wonder if
like
he was-
he
Yeah.
Maybe
set
that-
his server region or something to something weird.
I like that after 10 minutes he didn't just re-queue.
He stuck around for an hour and a half.
Also,
know.
I like the idea that after an hour and a half, he only has 50 kills. That's it.
Oh, maybe. I might have been.
I think it was actually close to
he had a
100, my
lot.
friend.
All I remember is that you're typically lucky to get to double digits, and he had
Yeah,
an
a lot
insane
of kills.
amount.
I think it's pretty rare to get like, yeah, I think like usually whoever's in first has like 7, if that.
Yeah. When it's not just us messing around on a ledge, booping each other off.
Wait a minute. I am the ledge guardian of the ledge.
I'm the ledge guardian.
D&D.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Because where was I gonna put it, Dawson?
You said you had the perfect. You yourself said you had the perfect place to put them.
I lied.
Stop it.
I don't remember. I don't remember why I said that.
You said
You
multiple
wanna
times.
talk
Oh,
about
okay,
Matt
yeah, I know
Live with
exactly
that
where I'm.
session. My favorite Matt Live the session is early at the very beginning of the second session. I forget exactly what we're doing. Oh, we're doing the rock band thing on concert. And sorry, you're right, Guitar Hero. And Matt's
It was
like,
Guitar Hero?
"Oh, you know who's in the audience?" And he lists off like all these people on the list or whatever. And at one point, someone is like, "Oh, is Forrest Gump in the audience?" And Matt's like, "No, I got a plan for that." And by the end of the session, Matt's just like, "Oh, and Forrest Gump just
Well-
randomly here," and it's like, "You didn't have a plan for that."
I think I did.
But you forgot
think-
to do it.
I think I did, but I think I scrapped it because I didn't want to push on to a third day.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, what I'm
well,
going into,
want to get to actual
unless you end up
storyline,
reusing
which
it,
is
what was this
understandable.
plot going to be? Do you know?
I'd have to check my notes. I don't remember.
Okay.
I remember putting him somewhere though.
They were gonna be on a ledge.
He was gonna be on a ledge. Dude, I don't remember, man.
Life is like a box of chocolates. And never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Box is like
That's
life is like a box of chocolates. I don't
Let
like
the
chocolate.
kitsune guide you.
I fucking hate chocolate. I fucking hate boxes of chocolate. I would take a bullet for a
do
box
that?
of chocolates.
Actually, yeah, for Matt, life is like a box of chocolate. He hates chocolate.
Exactly.
Did he? Okay.
Ignore it. Move on. What are you saying?
No. It's fine.
Yeah.
We don't
Yeah.
need to talk about it.
Okay.
Matt, please isolate Dustin's audio there.
Yeah. You want me to?
I mean, you
What do
could.
you think I said the N-word again?
I don't know. Did you? Wait, Fanning,
Again?
were you not
Hold
aware
on,
of this?
again?
All right, so to be clear, Dustin did not
No.
say the N word.
I did not.
Do it with
But
it.
pretty sure.
man, it
I'm like
sounded
95% sure I didn't.
There was a
Basically-
point where Dustin said, "What is it that you said?"
I was making a joke. I said, "Okay, Google, find me the nearest bridge,"
Right, you said, "Okay, Google, find me the nearest
which
bridge."
Matt and I both at the time totally understood. That's what I said. But
And immediately I'm like, "What did you just say?" And I'm like making this big deal out of it, where I'm like, "I thought you just said the N word," and Dustin's acting like I'm insane. And then 5 days later, and I see a message in the Discord, and it's Dustin saying, "Holy shit, it really does sound like I said the N word."
for some reason, nearest sounded a lot like the N-word, and I don't know how it happened. But if you go back and because I wasn't even expecting it, but when I was listening to it, I was like, "Oh my god, what did I just say?"
Something hard to rock for a second.
It did.
Yeah, that was fun.
GG.
Yeah, didn't think Dustin would be the one to get canceled.
Yeah.
But here we are.
No, he has the pass.
Ooh.
Yeah, who had
oh
the
yeah,
pass?
who had the pass? On the
Oh yeah,
list
who
for
had the
the
pass?
for the D&D, I said somebody has the N-word pass, but none of us know who.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was Rob.
Motherfucker.
You mean Ty?
Ty. Yeah.
Is specifically a character who
Just
had
a-
it.
Yeah. Ty. Ty had it.
All right.
So the one who was
Hey,
canonically
don't
most
put
likely to
Ty
say
in
the
that
N-word.
group.
All right.
I only did that because I think if I had to hear the N-word being said by the awful accent that Rob does for Ty's character,
It would almost
I
make
don't-
it okay.
I think it would almost make it okay. If that's been revoked since then, don't get any ideas.
Yep, that was only for
Yeah,
the
no.
weirdo.
But-
we were-
So, just in theory, again, wouldn't have done this. In theory, what would you have done if Ty did say the N word?
I would have been like, all right, guys, everyone would have been like, whoa, whoa. And I would have been like, guys,
All good.
he had it. He had the
it's, written,
pass.
it's written right here.
Don't
Technically,
worry.
Dustin gave him the
He has the pass.
because I was
Oh,
the
yeah,
one who
wait.
wrote it down.
Oh yeah, wait a minute. I
Like,
don't think wait, does that hold up in court?
In court.
Yeah, does that hold up in court?
I feel like I'm supposed to be asking you that.
I don't
I
know
can't
if
tell
Matt's
you. You're asking me.
qualified to make a ruling himself.
He's the most qualified here.
Oh,
Well-
yeah, sure. But that's like saying he's the most qualified to sit on the Supreme Court.
I think I am compared to the other ones.
Oh.
Any of us are.
I'd put you guys on the Supreme. I want a Supreme. I want to make a new Supreme Court.
Dude, I want to make a new country. Can we do that?
Can we?
Can we secede from the United States? Is that a thing we can do?
Just us
Ye-
four.
Yeah.
You mean move?
Yeah. You mean
Like
yeah?
all we need to do is like go out to like rural Alaska and like, yeah.
Claim it like this is
No, I'm
now
not calling it something stupid.
Boba Land.
I vote for Boba Land.
I know. I just said that was the first thing that popped up.
All right, but
Let's
can we
go.
all agree on who leader of the new country is? My vote's for
God.
Matt.
What?
I said my vote is for you to be the new leader of whatever our new country is.
To be
He
the
is a
leader?
DM, so yeah, I'll vote for Matt too.
Am I the least like controversial option?
I think so.
We need to sound. We need to make
Well, either
structures
you or
progressive.
Dustin. But we'll have you serve the first term, and Dustin can serve the second. It's all good.
Dustin will be my vice leader,
Okay.
and then when I inevitably kick the bucket, he will become the leader.
Dude, it's gonna be real backwards, you as president, because typically someone shoots at the president and Secret Service dies in front of the bullet. And this time, someone's gonna try to shoot Secret Service and the president's gonna dive in front of the bullet.
I would gladly take a bullet for my citizens. Gladly. I would love to take a bullet for my citizens.
Guys, he means that he would love to.
You call me if you're gonna take a bullet. I will get over there as soon. I will get over there as soon as possible and take a bullet for my citizens. God damn it. I would. And you know I would.
Yeah,
Been saying that since the day one.
Yeah. You have.
Been saying. That's not my green.
No.
White?
I didn't
You're
equip.
blue.
I bought a green suit.
Press E. You can change your clothing right now.
Still blue.
No, you're green.
I know.
Oh, you were fucking with him. Okay.
Yeah.
Rude.
I was also hoping that you would pick up on the fact that I said it as soon as you changed green.
He's not like us, Dustin. He doesn't share the brain cell. Yeah, he has his own
He doesn't
brain
share the
cell.
brain cell.
He said his own brain cell. You have different brain cells.
No. I share a single brain cell with one of my online friends, and she's had it for a while now. So, you
Yeah.
know.
Hey, does this trash can look kind of sus to you, Dustin?
Oh, the misery.
What's that?
Where is it?
Hey, if you're ever bored and you're on Discord, if you just search up the lyrics to "Enemy" by Imagine Dragons, it's gonna have a GIF for it with the lyrics.
Literally any.
I tested it out the other day. You can do the whole song.
Literally
Oh my
any.
god, he did do the entire song.
Well, no, I could have, but I stopped at like the first couple verses.
That's still
But you
further
can
than
definitely do
anyone
the
has
whole
gone.
Yeah.
Further than anyone has gone.
Further than any man has gone before.
Our Discord was just a mess during that time.
Yeah.
'Cause then we started getting obsessed with like hop on
Oh, yeah.
blank gifs or like Discord rule gifs, which is probably my favorite gifs of all time.
The best part, Dustin, is, and I'm sure Fanny can attest to this too, because I'm sure he's had this experience too. The best part is not taking part in any of that and waking up to all of that. Because, like, me or Fanning will leave, and you and Matt will stay in Discord for like another hour and a
True.
half sometimes. And I'll wake up.
To be
and
fair,
be like-
Georgia was there as well.
Well,
This
I'm
time.
just saying in general. But, like, I'll
Yeah.
wake up and.
Oh, it was fan.
Oh, no,
Yeah, it was me,
I was
you,
there.
and Fanning.
Georgia wasn't there.
Anyways,
Robert
I'll
was
wake
there for
up.
a
I was
Okay.
there too.
Yeah.
But I just wasn't participating really. But I'll wake up and there'll be like 30 to 40 new messages, and I'm like, oh, what are these new messages? Oh, these really random what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. Dude, Discord gifs are so fun. Like some of them
Yeah.
are kind of like boomer things that people post.
Yeah.
Pretty
But
normie.
They're pretty normy. But then you just some
Boomer
really
cringe.
just great ones.
Yeah.
Or like
They
hopping
definitely-
on Discord,
Hopping on
Hopping on-
Discord and
hopping off Discord.
it's like the magic. It's like a boy turning into like a magical girl from an anime.
Oh yeah, and be like
Putting-
hop on Fortnite and be like Shadow and Sonic making out.
Is the thing. Who makes these?
Sonic kissing.
Someone had to make these.
And why are they making them?
Dude, I don't know. That's what I need to know. I mean, yeah.
They just
How do you
really like
Yeah, but
Sonic
why are
and
they
Shadow kissing.
applying hop
Wait,
on
how do you
Fortnite
upload
with
a
that?
GIF on Discord? No.
You really think that was the actual creator
I'm
of the
not
GIF
asking
who
that. I'm
made
just
that?
saying, how in general,
You think
how do you
someone did-
upload a GIF on Discord?
I think what you do, I think it's just like Giphy.
Yeah, it's Giphy.
Or-
You
So
Yeah, it's just a place.
If
It's like
you-
Imgur
Tenor.
for.
no. Okay, so if we, in theory, if we made a GIF on one of those sites,
Mhm.
and we put the right tags, then random people could find it on Discord.
Yes.
I believe so. Yes.
Okay.
It's also
I think
like
I
a
fo-
how
all right. So what I'm
popular
hearing
your
is I found a
type
new way to market the podcast.
You want?
No, search just for lads.
Search up Lads AM on Giphy to get
Yeah,
this.
and if we can somehow get it above everything else, that all the way also has to do with the word lad.
Yeah.
Or
It also
lad.
is the thing with Giphy. There's also like
Gotta make
if
it
you go on a
funny, that's
Giphy
all.
website, there's like likes, I'm pretty sure, and stuff. So that kind of determines how, like, where it'll show up when you search for it on other sites. Like, I'm pretty sure
Uh,
Twitter also uses Giphy.
I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you might be able to. We might not be able to. I mean, I don't know why we're making the custom stuff for that when we still have like 100 emote slots. We have like 200 emote slots actually.
Yeah.
We have like 100 animated emote slots
Oh,
and then 100 regular ones.
Dude,
One day, let's
some-
just open up TTV or whatever it's called and just pick a bunch.
We
We'll
could
just
do
scroll
that.
Someone-
through it. and pick a bunch.
Someone had a funny idea that I'm gonna try to do. Where know how I've been posting those pictures of Brock in the Discord?
Yeah.
Basically, I just have these pictures of Brock from the
Yeah.
actual Pokemon anime that look like they are from a different anime, essentially.
Shoujo manga.
What he said.
Yeah.
Someone had the idea because I was like, I want to do something with all these Brock photos, and someone was like, Rob, you still have your animated emote slot on Twitch. What if you just had them cycle through? And I was like, yes, I can do something with that. So,
cool.
I think it would be funny. So, that might be something I try to do. We'll see. Because I've got like 7 or so of those pictures now. It's a lot. More than you would think.
What you should do is when you're done collecting them all,
Mm-hmm.
you should do thanks for checking, Dawson. You should do it and then you do it to Mr. Blue Sky. And then on every beat, it switches to a different Brock picture. So it goes bum 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 and it's shining in the sky. And then while it's doing that, it's just a bunch of different pictures of Brock.
Sus.
You're sus.
Dickhead. Look at me. I played along when you did it.
I didn't know it was on this map too. I thought that was exclusive to the skate park.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, but I'm tapping with my water gun, telling you to follow me, and you're just a good one, Dustin. You go back to work. Way to go with the bit. Hey, you.